Hey, TVs! This is Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be with you. Well, hey, look where I am. Do you recognize this? I'm in the den at my mom's house. That's right. For those of you who saw yesterday's video, I said that I'd be traveling, and here I am down at mom's. Luckily, we have internet connection, and I'm able to get this video to you. So, I want to say thank you to all of you who came into yesterday's video. We had Zodiac Friday. That's because I was so busy on Thursday, I didn't get out Zodiac Thursday. But we had Zodiac Friday, and there's a lot going on astrologically. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, check that out. I'll give you some real insights to the energies we're all working with now. And speaking of zodiacs, by the way, I'm still working on getting my website fixed, my blog. So we don't have horoscopes up today. But don't panic, Psychic Bob did not forget you guys, okay? So we will have that hopefully in the coming days, all right? So if you're over there going, where's my horoscope, Psychic Bob? Just take a breather. Bob's working on it, okay? Anyways, you know, today, speaking of things zodiac, today we are still in the moon is in the sign of Cancer. And this makes it a wonderful day to work from the heart. You know, Cancer energy is about deep feeling, deep emotion, deep sensitivity. So this is a wonderful time for you to sit down with people that you love, have the heart-to-heart share, get to know each other better, and, you know, really make peace, make joy, and bring joy to your lives now. You know, that's Cancer energy, brings that and makes it a lot easier. So anyways, that's kind of a little bit of astrological stuff that's going on today. Well, you know, because I'm traveling, you know, I decided, well, it's a good day to do travel magic. So, you know, we're going to talk about a new technique today. You know, how many of you, I'm just curious, how many of you ever been traveling and you like forget to bring your tarot cards or you forget your rune stones? Maybe you love to do readings with like rune stones, tarot cards, maybe crystal balls. And you're saying, gee, you know, I forgot my divination stuff. And you know, it's always seems to happen whenever you're traveling, somebody's going to know that you're a witch and want a reading. They'll say, oh, I heard about you, or I saw you on YouTube. Can you do a reading? You'll say, I forgot my tarot cards. I'm kind of out of luck right now. Well, you know what? You don't have to be out of luck because there are a lot of things you can do when you travel if you forget your stuff to still do your magical works. Today we're going to learn about a technique called herb divination. That's right, and it's very simple. All you need is a bottle of herbs and a paper plate. It's that simple. And the herb that I'm using today is dill. And you don't have to use dill, you can use any herb. But I chose dill because, one, I just love dill. I love the texture, I love the smell of it. And it's a fire herb, which means that it attunes to spirit. You know, we talk about the pentacle, earth, air, wind, fire. And then the top point is spirit. Spirit is also a form of fire, spiritual fire. Dill attunes to that top point of the pinnacle. So this is a wonderful technique, as I said. If you're out traveling, you know, all you got to do is just swing by a store somewhere. Most every single grocery store carries herbs and paper plates. So you can go to 7-Eleven and buy this, or you could go to, you know, your local food supermarket or a little mom and pop spice shop. There are stores everywhere that carry herbs. So this is not a hard thing to come by. So all you got to do is find a paper plate, preferably get a plate that's plain. This one has a little bit of pattern, but the center is predominantly clear. So that's what you want. And you get your plate. Now, what you want to do before you start this is you want to consecrate the herb. So what I like to do is, like, I like to open the herb, and oh, I love the smell of this. It's so beautiful. Dill. And I do a blessing on the herbs to charge them for divination work. And all you got to do, and again, if you've forgotten your wand, if you have a wand you can use, that's great. But if not, I'm going to assume you've forgotten everything. Just use your hand. Channel power through. Center yourself. Then lay your hands over the herb. And I want you to see streaming out of your hands brilliant green light. Almost like a laser light in green. And then you trace the pentacle over your herbs 3 times, and you chant the following. Here this pentacle I lay, for power now, by night, by day. You can do that 3 times. Here this pentacle I lay, for power now by night by day. Here this pentacle I lay, for power now by night by day. And as you do that, you want to visualize powerful flaming green pentagram. Visualize green fire going into the herbs and giving them new life. That will charge them magically. Then all you got to do is you want to sit down with the person you're doing a reading for. And you just ask them to join with you and just take a moment to center yourselves. And then you take your herbs and you say, Spirit of dill, Spirit of earth, I call you, give us a sign. And you cast your herbs on your plate. Now, one of the other techniques you can do is you can also have the person that you're reading for pass their hands through the herbs and just let them mix it up, you see? And just like that. And that way that puts their energy into it. And then you just want to sit back and just look at the herbs. You might want to rotate the plate around. And you're going to start to see symbols. And like, for example, in this, I'm actually starting to see, it looks like it's funny, I just moved my hands around, but it's actually formed like a triquetra. And so I'm looking at it and I'm saying, I'm seeing a triquetra in those herbs. So you might say to the person that you're reading for, I see the sign of the triple goddess. You're being protected and guided by the Great Mother. And her sign of protection is the triquetra. And the person you're reading for might say, oh my God, thank you, because I'm so afraid. I broke up with my ex, and they're very violent, and I'm fearful. I've been praying that I won't be in danger and I'll have protection. And here now has manifested the sign of the Great Mother, the Great Goddess, and you can tell them that they're under Divine Mother's protection, you see. It's so powerful, herbal divination. You might see letters in this. You might see a face. You could see any image. And in fact, if you're not sure how to interpret the images, you could also pop over to Lady Angela's website, and she sells a page over there of divination symbols. So you want to get that. It tells you what does an apple mean, what does a bird mean, what does a house mean. And you'll start to learn what some of the symbols mean. Now, don't just go by the sheet alone. Trust your inner self, because as you're looking in there, you might see, a symbol, and it may suddenly give you an insight or a revelation. Like you might see a house, and you get the sense that this is a new house. And so you would say to the person you're reading for, it looks like there's a new house coming to you. And the person will say, oh my God, I've been waiting to find out if I'm going to get approved for this house loan that I applied for. See, now you didn't know that, but the herbs revealed it. People say, how does this work? I don't understand this. What it is that the herbs carry the essence of the goddess. Mother Earth is manifested through the energy of the earth. The Lord is also manifested through there. So the Lord and the Lady's power are in the earth. And so the herbs are the natural substance of the earth and carry their power. So when you open that connection through consecration and prayer and intent, they will start to commune with you. See, the deities are not far away. In Wicca, we believe deity is immanent. And so this is a wonderful technique that you can use to connect with the Earth Mother and to do a reading. You see, it's that simple. So I encourage you, while you're traveling, pick up some herbs. This is a wonderful way to do it. There are going to be people that say, oh, well, you're not a real witch because you don't have a big sterling silver wand. Or they'll say, I knew a witch who had a cauldron made of solid gold inlaid with diamonds. But the truth is, the original witches worked with herbs and simple things like stones and herbs. They didn't have all the fancy stuff we do today. By the old standards, the witches today are incredibly wealthy. We live very elaborate lives. But if you want to get back to basic traditional witchcraft, the type the Wicca of old did, work with the herbs. Put you in touch with the Earth Mother and the Earth Father energy. The green man is found in the herbs and the Earth Mother Gaia. And so when people say to you, well, you're not a real witch because you're not showing me a, gold gilt tarot cards. Say, I have something more powerful. I have the energy of the Earth Mother herself, you see. And that is the truth. There's a song by Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair. And there's a line in there, and they sing, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. You know that song? Go look it up. Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair. What that song is about, the ancient witches, that there used to be a big fair at the seaside, Scarborough Fair, and I've actually been there. In the old days, the witches would go there and do divination with herbs, and many people would get their fortune told, and the herbs, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme were often used in witches' divination. So it's a sign of the magic of the witches. Yeah, isn't that true? So, I encourage you, very simple, very easy magic on the go. See, here I am at my mom's. I wasn't able to bring all my altar stuff. I went and said, Mom, you got a spice rack? And look what I found. Boom, I'm in business. It's that simple. So if you're visiting a friend, they want you to do a reading, ask if they have spices. Or, you could stop by a 7-Eleven or a local grocery store, a little food mart, and I bet you can get some herbs. So if you consecrate them, charge them, and connect with the goddess, you can do a reading wherever you are. Well, guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. I've so enjoyed being here. I love you guys, and it's so fun to do Travel Magick because, it requires me to go back to my roots. As a Wiccan, it's very easy to get spoiled because we love all the toys. But when we don't have it, we have to go back to our basic magic. And that's what this series is about. So I hope it's helped you today to find that you can do magic with very little wherever you are. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I hope that you'll like this, favorite, share it with your friends. Let's get the word out about spirituality. And hit subscribe if you haven't done so. Be part of our channel. I'm so excited. I just got promoted to my bronze level channel. YouTube sent me a notice that I was now a bronze partner since I've hit 10,000 subs. So I'm very excited about that. And I want to thank all of you. You've been part of it. So anyways, hope you'll keep helping me. If you want to help me, hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. We'll be back here tomorrow for more Travel Magick. We'll see you then. Blessed be.